Hey there, Wargamers. Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com to bring you some more Warhammer 40k action. Today I will finally be getting to play my Adeptus Custodes after being off sick when they released, and my opponent today, Brian, will be bringing his Ynnari force. I have no idea what the tricky elves do, but I'm sure I will find out.
If you like watching videos and you want to watch more, make sure you head on down to the vault, where Josh and I will be playing an amazing battle report of knights that are so OP versus Craftworld that are not OP at all. The links are down below.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Let's take a look at Brian's Ynnari list. What do we have?
We have 2,000 points of angsty, emo, death cult, murder space elves, and it's going to be in 2 detachments, a reborn Asuryani patrol and a reborn Drukhari battalion. In the reborn Drukhari battalion, we have Yvraine. She's going to have Unbind Souls and Shield of Ynyad. And then we also have Ynnarkhan, who will be the Warlord. He's going to have the Hungering Blade as his relic, and the Warlord trait, Walker of Many Paths. 3 units of Kabbalite Warriors, and 3 units of Incubi, 1 10 strong and 2 5, and they're going to be in the Raiders. 5 Hellions with Painbringer as the combat drug, and then a triple Dark Lance Ravager, 2 Raiders with Dark Lances. In our reborn Asuryani detachment, we have the Ynnkarn with Gaze of Ynyad and Ancestor's Grace. And controversial here, but I am spending a CP to give him a pretty worthless warlord trait, in this case, Fear of the Grave, which is going to be a massive -1 leadership to Josh's Leadership 11 Custodes. We also have in the troop slot, Rangers squad. They are in the Webway, and then rounding it out in fast attack, squad of 3 Hornets armed with Hornets pulse lasers, and 8 Shining Spears, and the Exarch will have the Starlance. And that is 2,000 points on the nose of Ynnari.
Over here, looking at my Shadowkeepers, Adeptus Custodes, super excited to try them out. At this point, I really haven't seen what they're doing with the Forge World models yet, so I'm going to err on the side of caution and not bring any of that. But getting into the list itself, I have a Captain on Bike. He will have a Misericordia, then the Warlord trait Lockwarden, the Stasis Oubliette Relic, and then Victor the Blood Game, spending a command point to also give him Superior Creation. Also spending the extra points on him for him to be a Captain Commander with the Ceaseless Hunter trait. I also have included a Blade Champion because, I don't know, they're just kind of neat. I really like the new model. He fits the aesthetic really well. And I don't know, he fits the Shadowkeepers kind of feel for me. So nothing special on him, but I don't think he needs it. Moving over to elite choices, definitely not HQ choices. We have a Vexillus Praetor with the Vexilla Magnifica, spending command points to upgrade him to have the Fulminaris Aggressor banner as well, and then giving him a Warlord trait, the Master of Martial Strategy. Should be a lot of really good utility there. The other elite choice I have is some Alaris Custodians. That's a 5-man squad, all upgraded with the Misericordias as well. Troop choices, I have 3 identical squads of Custodian Guard, and each of those squads have 2 with spears, 1 with the blade, and then I have 1 last squad of Custodian Guard with nothing but the blade and shield. Finishing off the list, for fast attack, I have 2 identical squads of Virtus Praetors. No upgrades, just bare bones, and again, I don't really think they need a ton of upgrades on them to get some work done. Excited to eventually get some of my Forge World stuff out, but yeah, this is my all regular old Games Workshop Shadowkeepers at 2,000 points. Today's mission will be Priority Target out of the Grand Tournament 2021 mission pack. Fairly simple, straightforward mission. There are going to be 5 objective markers total on the battlefield. Each player will get a chance to move one of the objectives that is not in the center of the board up to 6 inches. Other than that, at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions, up to a maximum of 15. Control 1 or more objectives. control 2 or more objectives, control more objectives than their opponent. The secondary objective we can pick in this mission is priority targets. 3 victory points if you control either of their priority objective markers at the end of your turn, or 5 victory points if you control both of these objective markers at the end of your turn. Well, let's take a look at the lovely battlefield we're playing on today. This is, of course, a table war map. I love all the stuff that they do. Looking at the rest of it, I got some GameMat.eu craters, some greenleaf terrain, rock formations. I think they're called hoodoos. I'm going to stick with that. And then some Games Workshop, I guess, plants, weird alien plants, and then some ruined walls. Now, for everybody that asks, everybody always asks for my custodians. I did not make the bases. I did not paint the bases. These are actually battle-ready bases from Gamer's Grass, so you get them just like that out of the box. Slap whatever miniatures you want on top of them. And then, last but not least, of course, we have some TNT Laserworks objective markers. And they'll make whatever kind of tokens or other stuff you want to do. Go ahead, check all those companies out. Some of them, even if you're a Silver Vault member, you get a discount code too. Now, if you're not a Silver Vault member, you can check out what the discount codes, like the value of them is, but you don't get the actual coupon code itself unless, Silver Vault member. So, could be worth it if you want to, buy gaming stuff. Now, before we get into this, we got to go through a couple different things. Let's start off with, explain your shirt.
My shirt. Oh, why, thank you. So we are from a gaming club in Chicago called Grim, Dark, Filthy Casuals. We are a community of folks that really embrace helping people to encourage and grow, not just in the hobby, not just in 40K, but just in life in general. And we're here visiting MiniWarGaming today, and I get the opportunity to drive through a blizzard in 11 hours just to play against these awesome new Custodes. So I'm ready to get smashed and embracing it today with the all black, going emo, angsty space elf. So
I love
see what
it.
happens.
I love it.
We'll embrace our strength from death. We lose power from pain. I know, the emo thing, we like pain, but we do lose power from pain.
Well, let's talk about secondaries.
Secondaries.
So,
okay.
pop quiz, what are your secondaries?
My secondaries, so we've gone ahead and picked the priority targets, Stranglehold, and Rod. Retrieve Octarius data. We'll go grab that and snatch that up.
Very nice. Now you ready for part 2 of the pop quiz?
Part 2.
What are my secondaries?
Your secondaries are Stranglehold. I don't know what your Adeptus Custodes one is called.
Auric something. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, Auric something.
It's the one where I gotta take the most expensive. If you have a Supreme Commander or Primarch, I have to pick that, and otherwise I pick your most expensive model. If I kill it, I get 5 victory points.
Which is?
If I kill it with a melee attack with a Custodian, I get 5 extra points. If I kill it more than, I think it's 6 inches away from my deployment zone, 5 extra points. But then minus 2 points for every unit that this kills.
So you're telling me all I got to do is keep killing you and bouncing around the map. Perfect. And hiding.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? We
Be
can
no
do
problem.
that.
Come on over.
We'll find our little
A-okay.
We'll find our little emo room, put some headphones on, and just listen to some music away from this shield captain, especially. That guy scares the living Jesus out of me.
It's gonna be fine.
You say that. Yeah, you can say that. I'm not going to say that. And then your last secondary, I believe you picked Stranglehold as well.
I think we said, didn't we say Stranglehold at first?
Yeah, Stranglehold, primary targets, sorry, yep.
And then the Custodian.
Auric, something or another. I think those are your 3.
Oh, what is it? Mortalis. I got half the name right. Look at me go. Now, of course, the quick little caveat that I'm going to give everybody. This is the first game I'm getting to play with the Custodians. I'm going to do my bestest, but go ahead. If there is anything you're not sure if I'm doing it right or not, leave the comments down below. If you know I'm doing it wrong, just say so. But if you're not quite sure, ask. Maybe I did a bad job of explaining. Who knows? Now, I'm going to have the book open when I do this because I do have to declare the katas. I've already declared it to my opponent, but let's do it for you guys. Callistus is going to be first. Decatarai, number 2. Captaris is last. I can change the order of these up a little bit if I want with my Banner Bearer's Warlord trait, though.
No, just
all right, roll off. Hi, dice roll. Must go first.
This is my favorite
do you
part
want to
of the
go
entire
first?
game. Do I? That's very. Very polite of you.
Well, I'm not offering. I'm asking if you want to.
Well, you know what? We don't want this reputation that Americans are impolite. So would you like to go first? I would prefer you.
I don't know if I want to go first or not. That's the
I
problem.
would like to go second. This army, I've always likes to go second, but we don't get to control that anymore. And there we go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Pointy ears, turn 1. All right, Mr. Old Book, command phase.
Command phase. We go up to 9 CP.
Ooh.
Book. We don't
Anything
have
else you have to do?
We don't even have a book. We've got like a sliver of a section in Rise of Phoenix, Blood of Phoenix. No, nothing else in the command phase.
Okay. You guys a little look at the battlefield. We're going to show off where all the Eldar stuff is, show you anything super exciting that happens, and then give you a little recap at the end. Movement is completed. Run us through it real quick. Everything's kind of shifted positions a little bit. I think key points here is they're going to be retrieving data.
They are doing the action. So yes, they're retrieving Octarius data. And basically, we know that we had to play very cagey. I can't really take a punch. I also shoot like Super Soaker, so my shooting output isn't going to be very good. I want to get into a position where when we start to take to the board, I might be able to take advantage. So I don't mind sitting on just one objective right now. It is the priority objective, so we'll get 3 there. And yeah, that's basically it. Incarn gives everybody around a 6-inch aura, 6+ feel no pain. So a little bit more protection, and then hopefully in the psychic phase, Yvrain might be able to get off Shield of Ynnari, which gives a 5+ invulnerable as well. So a little bit of protection, measured out some distances. We shouldn't be taking too much return fire, but just getting ourselves ready to pounce.
Well, let's see what happens.
Let's see it.
Straight to psychic.
Yep. All right, starting off the psychic phase, we're going to put Ancestor's Grace from Yvrain, and she's going to put it onto the Hornets. I'm going to need a 5. She has a +1 to cast, so...
Just got to show a 4.
There we go. Yep.
And get it with the 10.
Easy. Next question. All right. Next, she's going to put shield
And which one would that gives them?
plus or reroll 1s to hit,
Nice. Okay.
and that works in shooting and combat. So it's something it's nice on like Shining Spears that
Okay.
can benefit from both.
Okay.
Shield of Ynnari going on range. She needs a 7, but so
Showing a 6.
just a 6. And get a 5. So we do not get
Womp
it. Oh, 5 plus. Nope, don't get it. So we're gonna let that slide for this turn.
Okay. So no bubble invuln.
Correct. No bubble invuln.
See, I'm learning your army already.
There you go. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that messed up. The Incarn is the one who has Ancestor's Grace. Okay.
Okay.
It would be the only cast.
Yeah,
so we
it's
got that
the
off
same
and
thing.
Went off, and then she failed her her cast. And that's it. That's it for the psychic phase.
Shooting it is.
Alrighty.
Shooting time. Where are we starting?
All right. Everything is going to be firing down this alley, and we want to take care of those bikers as fast as we can. So we're going to do whatever we can to do that.
Okay.
We're going to start off with this raider shooting a dark lance into the Virtus Praetors there. So it's,
Let me take a little looky-loo and see if I got any strats I want to pop.
alrighty. Is there anything else that's really useful?
Yeah, so I got a couple defensive strats. I could Arcane Genetic to make it so you're only winning me on 4s. At best, instead of the 3s. That might be coming my way. That's probably going to happen. It's going to cost me 2 CP because it's a 4-man unit. I could worry about this later. Also, the Emperor's Auspice can help out a little bit too. The Dark Lances, I assume, are D3+3?
They are D3+3, Strength 8, AP -4.
You know what? I will let you... I will pop the Emperor's Auspice on them.
Okay.
And if I got to worry about Arcane Genetic after, I might pop it. We'll see.
So no Archon rerolls.
Now, I do have the banner over there with the Warlord trait that when I pop a strat, I get to roll, and a 5-up, I get the command point. I get a command point back. Okay, cool. It didn't cost me anything.
Nice.
Huzzah. All right, so shooting, you get a little bit of dense cover in the way.
Yep. So we're going to need -1 hitting on 4s.
And there's the 3.
Here's a 3. No dice. All right.
Hate to see it, folks.
We're just going to go straight down the line. The Ravager with 3 of them going into that
Woo!
group next.
Spooky.
Let's see it.
There's
6 and a 5
2
is
hits,
good, and it looks
and
like
underneath...
a 4.
Yep, so we got 3 hits so far.
Very good. It's a good way to start.
That might hurt. Let's see.
Do you want to Arcane?
No, I would have had to declare it already.
Okay.
Yep. So 3's to wound.
3's to wound. Come on, big
Don't
money.
roll 3s. Oh, there's 2 3s. I could have stopped those 2. I get my 4-up invuln saves. All right, show me that sweet, sweet 4-up invuln. Ho! Ho!
Very nice. Sometimes you just...
Okay. So far, so
I
good.
see you, shiny armor. I see you.
What's
All
next?
right, one more raider. And this one, he's my special raider. Why? Because his banner fell down. All right, looking for a 4. Get in on 5.
Okay, so we got a hit.
right,
Wounding on a 3.
Wounding on a 3 still. On a 6.
See, it wouldn't have
Can
mattered.
you make one more? Come on, math.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
There it is.
Okay.
Custodians.
All right. Shiny armor. I get it.
Squadron of Hornets, because they are a squadron.
They
correct?
are a unit of Hornets. Yes, a squad of 3 Hornets there.
Okay.
And they'll be hitting on 4s. They would normally be re-rolling 1s, but because your shifty little stratagem,
Yep.
no re-roll 1s. So here we go.
A pretty solid amount of hits there. Pulling up the misses.
All right.
And you're still wounding on 3s.
I am still wounding on 3s. Strength 7 to your toughness
6.
Alrighty. These are going to be 2 damage each, so hopefully we can.
All right,
do
so there's a
something
couple 3s in there, but I got 5 dice. What's the AP?
there. The AP is -2.
Alrighty. 4 ups again. Whoa! 1 bike has 1 wound left.
Oh my gosh. They had to give you that extra wound. Ynnari shooting, classic.
Ow! All right, what's next?
So the Hornets tried to sting, and that was about it. That's, actually all of the shooting that this Ynnari army has.
Okay.
So, hey, what do we got? 4 wounds on there? We'll take it. We'll take it.
Well, let's go over to Custodes, turn 1. I guess we should make note, you're going to get the... What are you scoring? Stranglehold? No, sorry, not
I'm gonna
Stranglehold.
score just my
priority
So
targets.
there's 3 there, and we did one rod.
Okay. Now, Custodes, turn 1. Command phase, I'm going to go up to 10 command points, and I missed pick a stance. And for Callistus, I will go stance 2. So each time this unit makes a normal move or advance in the movement phase, in the following shooting phase, it counts as having remained stationary. So all this stuff that's probably going to advance will still be able to go ahead and shoot. That's about that. I'm going to show you where they all end up in a minute. The advances are complete. Bikes advanced up here to grab this objective. Custodian Guard just kind of consolidated onto this one. We've got the blob moving up the middle with the 3 characters in back, 2 squads of guard up front, another squad of Custodian Guard, and then the bikes have advanced over here as well.
Perfect.
So that's a movement phase done. Let's go over to Psychic. Done. Shooting. And again, I know I sound redundant, but sometimes I don't pay attention, people don't pay attention. Everything here that advanced, because of the kata and stance I have selected, doesn't count as having advanced when it comes to shooting, at least. A little correction with my movement. But yeah, we're going to start off the shooting. The squad of bikes, I got 3 here that are able to target the Cabalite Warriors.
Yeah, Cavalite Warriors.
Look at me getting names right and everything. You think I've done this once or twice before.
Maybe once. So good.
Rat-tat-tat, and going down here. So I'm going to be hitting on 3s because of the dense cover. A fair amount of misses, but probably not as many as you wanted to see, eh?
It never is. You can go ahead and roll out on 1s and 2s
That's
if you'd
fair.
like.
Should be wounding you on 3s unless there's something I don't know about?
Yeah, take 3. Nope.
All right. Huzzah! Make that many saves, you fiend.
Do you mind if I just roll your dice here?
Go for it. I'm
right.
A-okay with that.
So we are now rocking some 4+ saves. Here we go. We're gonna lose.
That felt like a really good roll.
It did feel like a really good roll, but when you roll bucket loads of dice.
I hate to tell you, friend, you got one more
Oh,
right here.
one more. Yep. That's gonna be the squad.
Wah, wah.
Wow. Look at all them bolters. Not bad.
Oh, that was fun. Can't you do something with the Incarn? Or something? I don't know how it works. I know it pops up when dead stuff happens.
Yep, when something dies, I can summon by death, but I certainly don't want to go right there to get shot up by those bikes. So Incarn's gonna just, hang tight.
All right, all right.
It's gonna have an entourage this game. You're gonna see it.
Sweeping to the other side of the board here. Virtus Praetor's here. Yeah, no, I was kind of back and forth on exactly what I wanted to do. I thought I could maybe target the Hornets, but I want to reduce your capability to have squads running around to score and do things, so I will target the Hellions down.
Okay.
So 2 bikes are within rapid fire range, so we're going to start with them. And in response...
Yeah, I'm going to use a CP for lightning fast reactions because you're telling me I can dodge bullets, and there's a lot of bullets coming my way. So I'm going to spend 1 CP. I do have Walker of Many Paths, which allows me to get a CP regen on a 5+.
Oh, you did too! Look
Free
you go!
stuff! Who doesn't like free stuff?
Okay, first 2 bikes, hitting on 3s now. You made me miss twice.
You know what? On a Custodian, I'll take it.
All right, 5s to wound because you're T5 because of the...
Painbringer. Yes, that is my
Nice.
combat drug.
Okay. Okay. That's a 1. As much as that's a 6.
Okay,
So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
all right, and we got a 4+ save because of the crater there.
Indeed, good sir.
Alrighty, don't want to lose that dice. We're gonna roll it right here. We're looking for 4s. So we have 2 wounds each. All right, and we do have a 6+ feel no pain for the
Okay, so that's
incarnate,
what, 5 damage so far?
It is 5 damage so far.
All right.
Here we go.
The beards have
Aha!
betrayed. So we have 3 damage on the unit.
So you've killed 1 bike and 1 Hellion, I'm sorry. They're not bikes, they don't have that keyword. And 1 has 1 wound on it.
And then the 2 in the back fire another 12 shots.
Oh, right.
Can't forget about them. 3s. Again, make me miss. And then these are going to be 5s to wound you. Only 2 more wounding hits.
All right, so looking for 4+.
Fail them both.
Fail them both.
6 up.
6+, feel no pain.
Fail them both.
So you're gonna kill 1 bike and 1 has 1 more wound on it. 1 hovercraft, sorry. And we'll kill you, and you got the 1 wound.
And that is going to be that, I believe. So I've moved up the board.
Fell into my trap.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking control of the board and holding all the objectives, scoring points. That's exactly how I drew it up.
It's funnier than it should be. I'm assuming that they can't fail.
They cannot fail because it's within 6 inches of the ink card and automatically passes morale.
Nice. Okay, cool. So looking over everything, yeah, basically, I will go ahead and get
You're gonna have Stranglehold.
priority
You're gonna
and
have your
Stranglehold.
priority.
Boop. So holding 3 objectives currently.
That's right.
All right, cool. Let's go over to the Ynnari. Ynnari, turn 2. All right, start of the turn here. Command phase for the Eldar. You got 1 primary, so, points.
5. Hooray. We'll take it.
Huzzah. And then also, you get your command point, bringing you up to
10 CP. And we're going to need every one of those.
Beautiful. All right. Give you a little before of where everything currently is. End of the movement phase, quite a bit happened. So we had the Hellions move over. The Shining Spears advanced up. These Incubi jumped out of the transport that was there, moved up. Both your characters moved over. Your Hornets kind of reshuffled a little bit. And then the squad of Cavalite Warriors that was there embarked. And transport moved back a little bit.
And they're going to rod.
There we go.
Now, I just want to point out that last turn you killed more models with like 3 guns than I did wounds on your bikes.
It's true.
So we're going to need 2,000 points shooting at all those bikes.
It'll be fine. It's going to be such overkill right now, and you're going to be so disappointed in yourself.
I'll say that when 2 bikes are still alive.
All right, Psychic.
So we're going to start off with, Yvraine's going to start first. We're going to go with a Shield of Ynnari first, and that's the 5+ invulnerable save. Needs a 7, so I need to show a 6. Does not go off.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to have to spend the CP there.
So what you think about it?
I'm not going to do it.
Moving on.
Yep, moving on.
Okay.
She's going to smite now into the bike stair. So that will go off on a 5 because she's +1.
Yes. For how many?
D3. For 3. That's big.
Ooh, it's kind of a big deal. Ignore on 6s.
Oh, see,
You killed a bike.
and you're telling me why I'm doing overkill is that's all I've done. That's all that I've done. 1 bike down.
Got him. He's kind of a big deal, though.
He's
a
big deal.
custodian.
Yeah.
Well, what fancy tricks have you got next?
All right, Ynnkarn is going to do 2 things. We are going to smite the bikes there first, so we need a 6 now. Perfect, look at that gravity dice. Perfectly balanced on the edge.
Fantastic.
So we're gonna reroll that to cock die. Hopefully we get that 6, that'd be nice. We don't, we get an 8. So still good smite for another 3 mortal wounds.
Ooh, stop it. Ow.
Finally, yes, more of that good stuff.
Let's make those charges a little bit harder.
Okay, so now I have the option. I think I'm going to use Gaze of Ynnari, which is a targeted smite.
Okay.
So I believe that goes off on a 6. Let's roll that, and I'll check it in a second. Doesn't matter, it's a 5.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. And we will move into the shooting phase.
Now, we were kind of talking a little bit off camera there.
Yes, we were. I could have gone with Ancestor's Grace, which can be very powerful here. However, it's just not worth it, losing potential mortal wounds. When 1 CP, you can turn that off with Emperor's Auspice, right?
Yeah, it would have drawn into CP, but,
Right.
you know, it's kind of the back and forth. You know, would you rather do a couple mortal wounds?
And I hopefully, fingers crossed, have enough here to maybe take down another bike. So let's see what happens in the shooting phase.
Okay, so shooting, where are we targeting first?
We're going to start with the Hellions over here.
Yeah, give me a sec. All right, so we're going to start off with the Arcane Genetic Alchemy, because I might as well pop it now.
Okay.
Only costing me 1 CP because the unit is 3 or less.
Do you get it back? And
Yep.
You do. So I have you back at 10.
Beautiful.
All right.
All right, let's see what you get.
All right. So we're looking for 3s. Okay.
Solid start. Very
And
average.
Because you're Arcane Genetic Alchemy and it's poison, it's just 4s. All right, so 3 saves, no AP. Show me some 1s again. Look at that.
I mean, I'm
6s.
pretty sure it was trip 1s last time.
Yeah, you can do that again. Show me the odds.
Oh, no, okay, that was a good roll.
That's a good roll. Okay.
Solid roll.
All right.
Need that for my invuln saves.
Next, we'll do all of the Shining Spears. So they're going to be 7 lances, 1 star lance, and then all the shuriken are going to go into the bikes as well. And you have 2 damage left.
Correct.
So I'm going to start off with the let's do the shuriken first.
And hit me on 3s, I assume.
3s, that is correct. All right, we don't
Solid,
get any rerolls.
solid hit. Ooh.
Uh-oh, I moved something, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh, that was quite a few hits. What are you wounding me on, good sir?
All right, you're T6. I'm
I am.
strength 4. We have the Blade Storm rule, so 6s are AP 3, so 5s and 6s.
Okay.
6s mean something. So you got 2 6s here,
Got one more in there at least.
right there.
Okay.
Okay, not bad. 3 at AP minus 3, and then 4 regular saves.
Do the 4 regular saves. So I'm going to lose 1 more wound.
I will take every wound, nickel and dime.
And then the 3 at 4 up. And that's another bike dead. Boop. Boop. Now the lances, again on 3s.
Yep. Of course,
Okay.
the one that matters misses.
Very
That's
good,
okay.
very good.
And we are looking for 5s here as well.
Okay.
Perfect.
1.
Just the 1.
AP.
AP minus 4, 2
Okay.
damage.
4 up. Okay, 2 damage. 1's down to 3. Oof, that kind of hurt.
We got a lot still. So we're gonna start shooting some dark light into there, because maybe we can kill that last bike. Let's do this raider into the.
Okay, now do we get are we completely clear, or do we get a little bit of dents in the way?
Looks like I can draw a straight 1 millimeter line without being able to touching any of the dents. So I think we're okay.
Yeah, looking at that, you are good to go after a little double check.
Yep.
So let's see what you got.
All right. We are going to go 3s. I do get to reroll 1s because of the Archon here, unless you want to spend that CP.
You know what? Go for it.
Okay, let's get that reroll. 3. It looks like I think it's 3. All right, so we hit.
Pull the dice. Yep. And 4 to wound.
4 to wound. 3 to wound. Are you using arcane? You
I
did
already popped Arcane Genetic on them, yeah. Oh, you're going to roll 6 anyways.
Yeah, it's easy.
Wah, wah. 4s. That's going to be a fail. He'll just end up dying. I'll CP reroll that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa! Still 1. Rolling 1s into 1s. And that is enough
So
to
you
just...
made the rookie mistake. You rolled the same dice you rolled the 1 with, which is always going to roll the 1. 60% of the time.
Shouldn't have done that.
Rolls the 1 every time.
That's okay. All right, what else you got?
All right, so we think we're going to try to kill that last guard in combat. So we're going to go ahead and start shifting some of our shooting to other targets here.
Okay.
Starting with this Ravager, we're going to go into that unit of bikes here. So we're going to have 3 Dark
Over
Lances.
there. All right, switching targets a little bit. The Ravager now.
It's going to shoot into the bikes there.
I'll pop Auspice there just so you don't get the.
So he's not going to get a reroll on the Ravager.
Oh, he's not close enough to the Archon, anyways.
They don't have core, so they're not going to get a reroll. This Raider will get 1 reroll, but it's only 1 Dark Lance.
Well, good call. Good play. Yeah. So yeah,
Let it ride.
let it ride.
All right, so we're looking for 3s.
Oop.
Sorry,
Come over this way. You're good.
2 hits.
So those 2 hits, and you're wounding me on 3s.
So we are wounding on 3s. It's going to be 2 at minus 4.
No. All right. Show me 4 ups. Oh no!
Uh-oh, those dice are betraying you now.
Starting to fall apart. Starting to fall apart. First
All
one.
right, so let's see how much damage. I need it's a d6, so it does. Aha,
Yep,
that'll kill
so
a
that's
bike.
one dead.
And the second one, that'll kill the bike. 5 damage.
Yeah, it's D3 plus 3.
plus 3.
Oof. Well, which one am I pulling? Sad. 1, 2. Oof, that hurt. Okay. Good Dark Lances. Good Dark Lances.
Starting to sting. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have one more Dark Lance going into those bikes, and it will get the reroll 1 from the Archon here.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'll roll it over here. Looking for 3. Hits, wounding on a 3. Ah, that'll be a 1. This is very tempting, but I'm not gonna reroll that because you still
Not gonna
have
tempt
save
fate?
and damage. Oh no. No,
Okay.
no, I need that CP. Okay. We now have some hornets that can still shoot. And we'll see how many can see those bikes there. And then looks like it's going to be...
All right, so the Hornets shooting over. You're able to actually see full models there.
I am.
So no dents. I will pop, because these are strength 6,
So
right?
these are strength 7, but if you use
Oh, okay,
your
I'll pop Grim either way to bring
so
it back
it's
down
gonna
to
be
6.
wounding on 4s.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking for 3s here. That's not a lot of 3s.
Look at the 1s, okay.
Okay, that's cool. You know, if you had Ancestors Grace, we could re-roll that, but here we are.
Not so much.
All right, and because you used Grim, we're looking for 4s.
1 wounding
1
hit total.
and -2.
Here, I'll just make use of this.
There you go.
4 up. Nope,
That'll
2
be
damage. Boom. Absolutely brutal. Okay, what's next, friend?
All right, I think that's pretty much all that I have that can shoot. So we're gonna move into the charge phase here.
Let's do it. Yeah, obviously not going to Tanglefoot. What's declaring the charge first?
So we're gonna start off with these Hellions right here.
Okay.
Would you like to overwatch them?
No, go for it.
So let's roll that charge. You can do this thing. What does that look like?
It's going off-roading, but yeah, 7-inch charge.
7-inch charge. That's nice. That
Think
gives
you
us a
made
little
it.
bit extra distance.
Ending like so. Next,
Okay, so next we are gonna try a bomb with these guys here.
long bomb with Incubi.
Yeah, but when we measured it first, it was a 6 and something's a die. So that looks like a 9 is gonna get there.
Yep, that sounds fair to me.
Let's see if we can do that. So looking for a 9.
Rolling a 6.
6. Okay. So,
CP?
as much as I do want to use a CP because they are pretty key for my plan, I know that I'm going to want it.
Okay.
Okay, you're tempting me. You're really tempting me.
I am. It's awful, isn't it?
It is. You know what? I think you're. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's try to get them in here. Do I get the CP back? So on a 5, I do not.
No,
So
okay.
that gets me down to 9.
Okay.
And let's see it.
Oh, 9-inch charge, you're in.
goodness. Wonderful.
Oh no! That's kind of spooky, actually.
It's really
Okay.
scary. Coming in hot.
Completing like so. Last but not least, Shining Spears.
All right, Shining Spears. It looks like.
Yeah, I think 11 will make it.
11 will make it.
Oh. I mean, I think the Incubi and all that would have been enough anyways, but
Well, sometimes the extra movement is nice. Like even here,
True.
it'll be nice to be able to pile back in or consolidate there, and hopefully they can even get behind the rock,
yep.
as it'll be consolidating towards the closest. So we'll move the spears on in for that little.
Charges are complete. Who's declaring the swings first?
All right, so this matters. We don't draw strength from death because we haven't killed a unit yet. We're going to have at the start of the fight phase, the Incubi are going to use Tormentors to see if we can make them fight last. So I need to beat your leadership, which is an 11.
Yep.
So let's see boxcars.
No.
No, nothing.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to use the Incubi to fight first and grab some dice.
Much attacks hitting on
much
2s.
attacks, yes. So hitting on 2s, the Clavex is going to use the double text for more. So let's take up those 1s there.
Okay. Solid start. And then wounding me on 5s?
We're wounding you on 5s. We really want to see 6s for extra damage and extra AP, but let's see what happens. Ooh, that looks good. So we've got 3 at 3 damage.
Ooh,
And
spooky.
just 1 at 2 damage.
Now, what's the AP on the 3 damage
It's going
ones?
to be -4 and -3.
Okay, so let's do the 4-up saves first, see if this is even matters. Come on! Okay, so that would be him dead anyways. I don't bother spending a ton of CP.
I don't think it's probably
No.
worth it.
I'm thinking if I want to try to keep him alive and swing, but yeah. No, that's okay. Down he goes. Boop. Fine, if you really want that objective, you can have it.
I didn't even know I was on objective, to be honest.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, and then we'll show you what the consolidates look like after.
Very good.
And tucked back in behind the rock. Okay, huge damage. I think you got, what, 6 bikes total that turn?
That may have been my best turn of 40k in the last year.
Yeah, I think that kind of, more than likely it balances out your previous turn where you didn't do much. Couldn't have hoped for another one of them. Well, what are you scoring for points?
So we're going to have the priority target. We will get that second rod. We're not, we don't have stranglehold, so it's still, we're not scoring a lot of points quite yet.
Okay, let's go over to Custodes, turn 2. All right, looking at the table here, I get an extra command point, brings me back up to 9. For primary, I'm holding 2 objectives, but not more than you. So there's still that. Let's give me another 10 points and get to the rest of my turn. All right. Also, you know what? We are going to go ahead and bounce to Decatarii.
Said that with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, with the, because you know that's the one thing for this army is that relatively everything was easy, like everything was pretty easy to pronounce, and then they added the katas in, and yeah, it's bad news bears for Josh. Kind of a mush mouth. Yeah, and let's do the stance. Honestly, it's probably gonna be the stance where you subtract 2 from your consolidation. And let's just try to force the issue more and more and more. Show you where my vastly reduced army is right now. After everything is said and done, I did move the bikes up to be a little bit more aggressive. I just need you to continue to try to put fire there, and they can be a pain in the butt. You do got to commit some stuff.
Like you mean 2,000 points of an army?
You can't just assume good rolls. The blob in the middle all moved up. Everybody there advanced except for the shield captain. Let me come around to that side of the board. Now, I did go ahead and move the squad over a little bit just to get a little bit of extra fire down this way. And you had mentioned...
So I mentioned that, you know, he might have a shield captain a little bit exposed here. Shining Spears don't care about terrain. We can advance and charge. And that's looking juicy to try to take him out so he can't kill my Incarn.
But then drop some Terminators on in and see if they can't do anything. So yeah, the shield captain might be a little bit exposed, and we'll see what you end up doing with that. Hopefully these guys can do something about it. It's not a trap!
It's a trap!
It's not a trap. Alright, let's go right over to shooting. We're going to start here and have the Terminators, I believe. I'm going to make sure they're all in the right position, but I think I'm lighting up your bikes. Alrighty then. So, yeah, we're just going to have the Terminators go ahead and try to light up your bikes, starting off with the grenade launchers and getting the maximum amount of shots.
So I guess I'm going to use lightning fast, probably, because dodging bullets and grenades are great. And I like my spears alive.
Okay.
That's a lot of shots.
Down to 6 CP. Do you get it back, though?
Do I get it back? I do not.
Wah wah.
Hitting on 3s.
15 shots total with the grenades. Hitting on 3s because of the lightning fast, and maximum amount of shots because you are more than 6.
I am more than 6. 9 is more than 6. Good math.
Thank you. 3s, and there is a captain nearby to reroll the 1s. Huzzah! More hits. You made me miss 3 times.
Hooray.
You
paid off.
Bully. What's the toughness of them?
Oh, you know, massive T4.
All right, I think I'm wounding you on 3s then, friend.
That's what it looks like.
Hate to see it, folks. Plenty of 1s and 2s in the middle of the dice there.
Don't hate to see that.
So there's 5 fails total. That's okay. I got a really good hit. And yeah, so
dice?
7. Yeah, go for it.
All right, so 7 here. AP minus.
I'm gonna check. -3.
All right, so they do have a 4+ invulnerable save to ranged attacks. So let's
Okay.
say 4s. That is not a lot of 4s. So
You
it's
pass
2. Okay. This is how much damage each?
Just 1 damage
1
apiece.
damage each. All right, so let's take 6+ feel no pain from the Incarn.
Okay.
And we need some 6s. So you have
1.
6. That'll kill 2 bikes.
Evenly kills 2.
That's right.
I like
Perfect
it.
maths.
And then 5 shots with the spears.
All right.
Or axes, rather. You're figuring out that. Let's roll it up. 3s. I miss once. And then these should be 4s to wound you. Only 2 wounding hits, and I think these are at AP 1.
Okay, so it's still going to be on the 4s.
2 damage.
2 damage each. Nothing. Kills another bike.
Yay. And then we got 2 shots from downtown with the Guardian Spears on that squad. Hitting on 3s. And again, sorry, this is into the bikes. We got 1 miss. Wounding on 4s. It does wound.
Alrighty. Looking for that 4.
And there it is. You're A-okay.
I would say A-okay, maybe like C-okay.
Totally fine. You know what? We're just going to have the bikes go. And they're just going to rapid fire into your Raider. See if I can't strip a couple wounds off it, maybe. So I'm going to be hitting on 2s unless you have anything for that.
Nothing for that.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
It is a fair amount of dice, isn't it? I'm only wounding you on 5s, though. Okay, we got 5s to wound you. Ha!
I see a lot of 5s.
That's a decent amount.
All right, if you don't mind, I'm just going to roll your dice.
Yeah, go for it. It's 10 wounding hits.
So just fail all these and it's dead.
And just die. I'll see, you're fine.
All right, so let's see. We take 1, 2, 3,
4, 5?
5.
Perfectly average.
Maths. Sometimes it's just a beautiful thing.
This is just awesome.
They will break.
Absolutely beautiful. Let's,
No, not beautiful. Not beautiful.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think that's the only thing I had left capable of shooting. So let's go ahead and have the bikes declare a charge. Would you like to overwatch?
No, but thank you for asking. That's very polite. What a gentleman.
Okay, 4 is not going to make it, and I'm not re-rolling.
Okay.
Sweep to the other side of the battlefield. Hellions.
Good luck.
Okay.
I mean, actually not good luck.
Oh! Get him!
And hot.
All right, kind of a big deal. So I've completed my charge, and now I'm just going to go ahead and pile in and hit you, I think. Nothing you have to do?
I don't have anything to do.
Okay. Okay, I'm realizing now, my fault, entirely my fault. I think your incubi swung too many times at me back in that fight.
I did.
I'm Shadow Keepers.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You have that thing.
I got the thing, but I forgot it. I would have died anyways. It's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Let's get him! I'll just start swinging with the axes. I got the Misericordias if I really need them after. All right, so no strats before I swing?
No, I think the Hellions' days are numbered. So
That
let
is
them go
perfectly fair, friend. Okay, let's swing in, hitting on 2s. And I'll pull it my misses.
Yep.
Oof. Show me 3s to wound. All right, you only got a couple saves to make.
We don't get saves, so we're just gonna pick up the unit.
You don't get saves. No, you get 6 up 2 ignore damage.
I'm sorry, say it. Oh, I do still have the. No, I'm outside the field. No pain.
Oh, you're outside the field. Oh,
Nope, they gone. They
I
dead.
figured they were going to be dead anyways. I just thought it would have been funny.
So you can consolidate. It does look like the spears are now eligible to fight, and I will draw strength from death. Not that it matters here. Strength from death.
Yeah, I think I'll just pile in such a way that
Yep.
I tag the... actually, you know what? No, that's okay. I have the objective now.
It is your objective now. That was a good move.
Go ahead and pile in.
All right.
An inch.
Pile. Boop, boop. Just so that they can get their.
So remember, you only get to go an inch.
Oh, that's right. You only go an inch. That's
Yeah.
right. You get that ability. So that guy is there. Okay, so we hit like wet noodles when we don't charge. So this is going to be really exciting.
Let's do it.
And -1 attack, right?
-1
So we don't
attack,
forget
correct.
that.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you can't go to negative. Looks like these are the only 3 that can hit.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s. Excellent. Well done.
Okay. Wounding on?
Wounding on
5s?
your T5s.
T5, yeah.
T5s, yeah. So 5s. Nothing.
Okay. Neato burrito. All right, cool. I believe that's the end of the turn. Are you still auto-passing, or are you out of that aura?
So within 6, so they're good. Well, anything.
Yeah,
that
they're the
guy
only...
can-
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I failed the charge with it. I don't know why I said oh. Yeah, so you're fine there. And, cool. Let's
turn.
figure out me points. I'm going to get you on...
You're gonna have Stranglehold again.
Yep, Stranglehold and holding my
You're on priority.
primary.
Yep.
Cool. Let's get ready for turn 3 for the Space Elves. Alrighty, command phase for you. You get a command point, go up to?
I'm going up to 7.
Ooh, we're both doing okay conserving our command points, because I got, what, 9 left?
You've got 9. I have 7.
Okay.
I'm not forcing your hand on enough stuff, and that's going to come back.
Yep.
So you're doing a great job budgeting your CP.
And you are going to score your primary?
Only going to get 5 because you stole that objective from you.
I
Very
know.
nice play.
I'm a
That was
bully.
great play.
Big old bully.
Imperium R.
Coming back out of the think tank after a couple minutes here, I'm going to show you where the Eldar forces are currently positioned, and then get them moving. Eldar movement is completed. Jet bike spent command points, 2 command points to fall back,
yes.
shoot, and charge. The Incubi have moved up. The Incarn and Yvrain have moved back. Ravagers moved down just to get some better line of sight. And then the Hornets have moved over. The Incubi, the 5-man squad anyways, got out of the Raider there. Moved up on the bikes. Raider moved up. Other Raider moves over. So that is the movement. Let's go over to your Psychic.
Yep, psychic phase.
Also note the Rangers came in to do Rod here.
Yep.
We wouldn't forget about that, of course. Start off with the Incarn.
All right, we're going to start off with the Smite on the Alaris there. It needs a 5.
Get it with a 8.
Got an 8. For
3 again. Stop. I don't think I got any help. Well, that hurts. What's next?
All right, Gaze of Ynnari going into the...
Terminators as well.
Yep, going into Terminators there.
Casting on.
I think it's a 7.
Oh, I see
go up on
see an 8 anyways.
So that won't matter, but I will check anyway. So I have to roll dice. 2 to 5, it's going to be 3 mortal wounds. On a 6, I can roll another d6 for 6, and if it's a 1, it's 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
So it's one of those janky, do more things. So it's going to be 2 to 3 more, 2 to d3. So for 3 mortal
3
wounds.
more. Jeez. Stop. No beards. So you are going to have to... Boop. Let's get rid of you. Yvrain.
Okay, so Vrain, she is going to cast a Smite as well.
Okay.
So she's looking for a 6 now. She's getting an 11, so that is a super Smite for her.
Let's see how much damage it does.
I'm gonna like this 6 because I like 6s. Let's see it again. All right, 2.
2. Okay. And ironically, that's the least.
That's, yep.
So I still got 1 wound left because I got 1 beard on the board.
We got 1 beard on the board.
Okay.
Gaze of Ynnari is a Warp Charge 6, just for
Oh, anybody that was wondering?
not 7.
Okay. And then
Last, she's gonna put Unbind Souls on there for reroll wounds. So
Okay.
let's see what we got. 8, and it does go off on a 6.
okay.
So they're gonna
My
be
souls are unbound.
That is right.
All right, over to your shooting phase.
All right, we're gonna start off with the spears here. Everything's going into the Alaris. So
Everything's going
let's
to the
do-
Alaris. And remind me, the lances are
You're gonna come in at strength 6. It's gonna come in at strength 8. Catapults are coming in at strength 4.
And how much damage are they though?
They're gonna be 2 damage each, AP minus 3 or 4. Sorry,
Oh, you're really.
so you're gonna be on your invulns. They're 2 damage.
I'm going to use the Emperor's Auspice here,
Okay.
and I think that's it for right now. Yeah, that's going to be it.
So no rerolls.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, do I get the CP back? Free stuff. No, I don't.
All right.
I'm down what to 8?
8.
Okay.
You got a lot of CP.
And then
All right. So let's do the lances. How many wounds did that have first?
1 wound
Well, then I'm
left.
gonna do the shuriken catapults first. Let's
Do it
that.
up.
So we're gonna have 4 times 4, 16.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, let's do wounds
Again, very, maybe a little subpar of a roll, but overall not bad. Wounding on 5s.
I would really like 6s though. All right.
Oh,
so
there's
these are gonna
2 of
be
them.
AP minus 3.
So, show me 4-ups.
Just enough.
Bump.
Well
Bump.
done.
And we got the lances now.
All right, 3s.
Ooh, good so far.
All right, this is going to be 3s in it. I think it's all 3s, right?
Yeah, that's all 3s.
Okay. Well, not
Okay.
going to matter. Just the 1. AP minus
4.
4.
Fail it. How much? 2?
2 damage.
All right, from here we're gonna go to the other side of the table and Dark Lance into the bikes. I gotta see if I want to do anything. Give me a
So
minute.
it's gonna-
Yeah, I'm gonna keep sitting on my CPs. Go ahead and roll it.
All right.
Single lance shot. Is this the damaged one or the undamaged one?
This is going to be the... Let's do the damage one first. Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 rerolling 1s because of the Archon there.
Yep.
Hits.
Stop.
Wound on a 3. Nice.
Stop.
Show me
See, I
your
would have
roll.
wounded anyways. 4. Nope. He's
Flat 3.
dead. He's dead. Boop.
Target priority in shooting. It's very key.
Kind of an important
Doing a
thing.
good job.
Next gonna be the single Dark Lance, the unwounded one.
The unwounded one.
Down
So
into
looking at
my
3s
squad.
And 1s. So hits. Wounding on a 3. Exactly what I
Does
need.
wound. Okay, so I get
AP
a
minus 4.
4 up. Okay, and I made
Nailed
that.
it. You good.
Huh.
Very nice.
Ravager now, shooting over into my Custodian Guard. And it's 48 or 36?
36.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we're
I think you
36.
still got range there.
Yep.
I'll Arcane Genetic on that.
Okay, very good.
I'm getting my command point back to 5. I'm not yet. Okay, down to what, 7? Shame. And the reason you're shooting there...
So the reason we're shooting there is because you could potentially remove models where they wouldn't be able to shoot and they would be forced to shoot here. If I
Correct,
shoot them first, at least he can see everything.
Yep.
So let's see what happens. We need 3s.
4s, I think you got some dents in the way.
Yeah, we drew the 1mm line straight through.
Yeah, double check. This time I was correct.
And we'll be hitting on 4s. So we hit with twice.
Oh, so it didn't even matter.
I mean, we gotta try to get
You
it.
gotta be
we gotta
correct
get it right.
anyways.
And looking for, you did Arcane Genetics.
Correct,
so
yeah.
4s.
Oh,
those are
that
not
almost
4s.
feels like a waste.
Well,
That's okay.
it's okay. It's a recall. All right, now the decision to be made is all of the Hornets.
Yes. All right, so the Hornets shooting over here. I'm going to, because they're strength 6, right?
They are strength 6.
I will Grim.
Well played.
And I paid for it again.
Down to
I don't like paying for my
down to
stratagems.
6. Well, you just got used to getting free
I know.
stuff, right? Don't be a mooch.
Absolutely. Not getting the dense cover out of this one. So you're hitting them on 3s.
3s.
There's 2 3s in there. Okay. Could have made a little bit of a difference. Wounding me on 4s again.
There's a Grim. It's a pretty good roll. It's going to be AP minus 2 and 2 damage each.
Ooh, so 6. Show me 4 ups. Oh, geez, that's a bad roll. It's cocked. Whoop. Yep.
Is that the squad?
No, not quite. So that kills 1. Bump. Kills 2. Leaves 1 on 2 wounds left.
They have 5 wounds? It's 2 damage each.
Just butchering those custodians. Any more shooting?
That's going to be it for the shooting phase. Actually, we think we've got some splinter.
Oh, you might as well throw some splinter. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
no rapid fire, so it's just going to be 5 splinter shots.
Okay, into the bike.
Yep, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 4s because of poison. All right,
You get
not bad.
3 saves
Give
there
me
still.
one, just give me 1.
Over on that bike. You know what? I think you deserve it.
We'll take 1/1.
But you're not going to get
Those
it.
are not 1s.
Why don't I roll that for my invulns? Again. Starting the charges over here. Incubi and Spears.
Okay, let's do the spears first. Nobody can fail. And then Incubi. Actually, let's do that right first.
Yep.
Make it 3 inches. Boom.
Not going to make a huge difference. Remember, you only get to pile in an inch
Yep.
currently.
All right, and then Incubi.
Yeah, they're totally in.
So,
Bump.
just
Bump.
bumps in there.
Scary. And sweep to the other side of the battlefield. Incubi here charging.
All right, I'd like a dice roll to get to the other side of you.
7.
That'll do it.
Pretty darn good.
So,
Now they're charged on it, and the Raiders got a...
yeah, it looks like a 5.
Okay.
Gonna get an 8.
Whew.
Oh.
Well,
And then the Archon here. The Archon I thought was submitted at 5. Yeah.
5 sounded right.
Exactly what he needed. So very
Perfect.
good. Okie dokie.
And there we go. Time for a rumble.
Time for a rumble. So at the beginning of the fight phase, we have Tormentors. I need to try to beat your leadership to see if somebody can fight last. So let's see. Nope, nothing there.
And then way over
One
on the
over
other side of the
here.
board. Not with a 7.
Okay.
Ready to swing in with the Incubi.
Alrighty. So the Clavix is going to get 5 attacks, and the Incubator are going to get 2 attacks each because of your Shadowkeeper's trait. So looking for 2s. All right.
Pretty darn good. And then
Good. 4 ups.
4s to wound. Okay.
6s are extra damage, extra AP. All right.
So only 2 really good ones. Okay, these 2 damage or?
They're going to be 2 damage each, yes. So everything isn't going to be enough to kill.
That's fair.
essentially.
And what's the AP on these?
It's going to be 3.
Oh, I'm on my
your
invuln
invuln,
save
yeah.
either way. Okay, so 5 dice and I gotta pass them all.
That's easy enough.
Oh no! There we go.
There
A
we
fail,
go.
and he is dead. Well, let's see if I can't do anything with the bike.
Yep.
Okay, over to here now. I'm gonna spend a boatload of CPs just for the fun of it, I think,
Here
because
we
I
go.
want to try it. So I'm gonna avenge the fallen and interrupt.
Okay, so 4, and how much is Avenge of the Fallen?
So yeah, 2 for avenge the fallen. Or sorry, no, sorry. 2 for Interrupt and 1 for Avenge the Fallen should bring me down to 3. Okay. Am I getting any of those back, though? Actually, I can't remember if I roll per strat or whatever. Yeah, whatever. I get the 1 back.
It's up to 4.
I don't have to double check. All right, so he is below half strength, so I'm going to get 2 extra attacks out of this.
Ooh, spicy.
Into those incubi.
Let's see, at least I killed you first there because you're on objective. You'd had a 1 CP interrupt if
I would have had the 1
CP
CP interrupt over there, yeah. I would have been able to technically do both interrupts, too. It wouldn't have made a huge difference, but let's see what happens. Swinging into those incubi. Show me 2s. Oh, no.
Ooh, I will use, I'm sorry, that you're, I thought you were going against the Raider.
No.
We may want to redo that.
Okay, so I jumped the gun. You could have lightning fast, but we already know what the roll is. So I'll let you decide if you want to risk it.
Let it slide, I guess.
Are you sure that's okay?
You're a gentleman.
Okay.
Let's go.
Then we're looking for 2s to wound you, I think.
Yep.
Okay, so we got a grand total of 4 wounding hits.
Okay.
At AP 3 on those incubi.
So we are going to get 6+ saves, so that's kind of nice. Nope, that's going to be 4 dead incubi. So everybody but the Clavex will die.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Next to the, regular scheduled program. So let's have some fun. Let's see if the Hungering Blade Archon can take you out.
Okay. So how many?
5?
Remember, 1 less attack than normal.
Yep, we're doing 4s.
Okay.
So looking for 2s. All hits.
Yeah, that works.
Hitting on 5s. 6s are mortal wounds, so it's going to be 5s. So you're going to just have 1 invulnerable save to make.
1 invuln save?
Yep, just 1.
Sorry, was that, you said 5s for mortals or 6s?
6s are mortals.
Okay, so the invuln save, he's okay.
He's good.
And then next?
All right, so then next we've got the Clavex, and the Clavex would have 6, but now he's got 5. Whew, I feel like I need to unbind souls, which I don't like that idea.
Is that the...
That's reroll wounds. I should have done that for the Archon, but... And the reason why is we kind of need that guy dead.
I think I can, if it helps the back and forth, I think in Auspice too. I don't think I've popped it yet for this
You have not.
phase.
So I guess we're just going to let it go. There we go. 2s, rolling 1s. It's a good start.
It's a great start.
For 5s and 6s. Oh, and nothing.
Wah wah. Okay.
Nice.
So dodging that, you got the Raider.
Yep, we have the Raider. Untouched, 3 attacks. Alright, I think it's going to be 4, so I'll double check that. Nope, nothing anyway.
Okay. He lived.
We did.
Okay.
Nice job.
And I believe that is
That's
end of the turn?
That's the end of Ynnari's turn.
Okay. Looking at the board state real quick, really whittling down the Custodian forces, but I'm still holding out. And let's calculate, you get...
So I'm on 2 objectives at the end, so that'll get me 10. I'll get my priority.
Had a brain fart on that one. Okay, so you're gonna get your...
Yep, priority, and we did 1 rod over there. It's gonna get me the 3rd, so up to 8.
Not too shabby at all. Okay, and I think that means we are just gonna go ahead and go over to Custodians. Turn 3.
Bottom turn 3.
All right, so looking at the Custodians here, turn 3. I'm going to get my command point, go back up to...
5.
Not bad. And what are you at, 5?
I'm at 5 as well.
Okay, I dipped below you there, eh? I think it was worth it. And I do hold 1, 2, 3 objectives.
Yes, you do.
So, happy about that. Now I got to figure out my kata. Okay, before we get too deep into this, you do owe me a morale test here.
I can technically fail.
So going back a bit.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's fine with the 2. Well, I didn't want to see that. Didn't want to see that at all.
I don't want that guy run away.
It's all of the incubi in there. I'm not sure what to do about right now.
You can just run away.
I thought about
Like
falling
off the
back here.
objectives, I mean. You can just do
No. I don't think I will. All right, I think I'm just going to go straight to Keptaris.
Taurus.
And that's going to be stance 1. No re-rolling wound rolls in combat against me.
Because of course.
So my back and forth is I'm considering bringing the captain up and just playing stupid aggressive with him.
Or smartly aggressive with him.
No, stupid aggressive. Stupid aggressive. Because I want you off that objective because I don't want you to get very many primary points. He might be able to make that happen. But then, obviously, I mean, I've got all of this to deal with. But I don't know, he's a shield captain. He should be fine. Yeah, so, I mean, here's the conundrum, is I really am kind of concerned about the incubi inside of there. They're gonna... I know they're just gonna grief me. But it's depending on where they want to go to do so. But I want to... Yeah, I gotta weaken a flank. And I think that this is the easier way for me to do it. Because it's a little bit more likely than blowing that thing up. I just get less support to do it from over here. But, when in doubt, attack. Okay, we're going to see if I can make this work, because I got to continue holding that objective there. So the banner bearer is going to declare a run. He only goes 2, so when he gets to move 6, can it snag that objective? Well, either I made terrible choices or good choices. We're going to find out. These both ran to maintain control of this objective. Moving back a little bit, maintaining control of the objective, but staying in the aura. Moving up, moving up. Oh, hopefully terrible for one of us. Hopefully entertaining. I did decide to move this squad off the objective, so you are able to come take the objective if you want, and fill back the bike. And yeah, if you want to come on down here and do that, then that's up to you, friend. That's up to you.
I'll come for some hugs.
All right, stress. Let's start with the shooting. Whole squad shooting into your bikes.
Alrighty.
You gonna Neo me?
So you get 6 shots there, 2 damage
Total,
each. Yeah, 4 up invuln. How many CP am I sitting at? I'm sitting at 5. I haven't got anything back this turn yet. What else you got shooting? I can't shoot. Those blades. You've only got 1 spear in there?
I've got 2 spears and 1 sword and board.
Squad. Yeah, if you're going into the shining spears, still got the heavy bolters. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Do you get your CP back?
See it? No, down to 4.
Okay. And so the 4 spear shots then, hitting on 3s now. Ooh, there we go.
Very nice.
Then these are wounding you on 4s.
T4.
2 wounding hits.
Okay. 4 plus invuln.
1 pass, 1 fail.
That's gonna kill a bike.
And then the pistol shots. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Okay. There's no AP on this?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
No.
so it's a 3.
And you pass. Alright, I'm more scared of the bikes than anything else, so let's go ahead and have the captain shoot into the bikes as well.
Alrighty.
Oh, I guess I could just charge the heck out of it. They have a 4-up invuln against shooting only? Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna be so dumb. Get the incubi instead. Alright, so into the incubi, I will be hitting you on 2s. Ooh, I missed 4 times. He doesn't allow himself to reroll anymore. 3's to wound you, though.
Yep. I'll just roll your dice if that's okay.
Okay, that makes us up for it.
There you go. Looking for 3s.
Dang it. Uh-oh!
Armor so strong.
Oh!
This is what power armor feels like.
Oh no! I had 2 pistol shots to put into your raider, so let's do that. I hit twice. Do I wound you? I wound you once.
Alrighty. 4 plus.
Okay.
Takes a wound.
Huzzah!
Down to 9.
You know what? I needed this to go better. But I'm committed. So let's go ahead. Squad could kind of body block in a terrible way. I'm charging the squad in first.
Okay.
Let me see what the roll needs to be. Okay, I'm just declaring the bikes. 5-inch charge.
Tanglefoot? Nice.
And the captain will be declaring both. He fails, so he needs to CP reroll that. I get 2 new dice.
Okay.
Not superstitious, just a little stitious. Do I get the command point back? I do. I should make that with a 4. Let me check. Oh, that was a little nerve-wracking. I almost threw up.
Just a little. No big deal.
Oh! Okay. I'm going to show this off and then go read my book.
Perfect.
All right. You know what? Yeah, the bikes are swinging last. And with the stasis oubliette. And let's go ahead and have Shield Captain swing.
Let's do my Tormentors first.
Oh, the Tormentors first? Yes.
Because maybe, you know.
Boxcars.
Yep, boxcars.
Onto the cap.
Let's see it.
No.
Yeah, not even.
Okay. And then Captain swinging into the Incubi.
All right. Actually, do I want to do that?
You want to spend the CP on Lightning Fast?
It's 1 CP, so yeah, let's do it.
1 CP on Lightning Fast. You get it back?
See it. I have
No.
not got anything back.
Okay, so you're down to 3.
Down to 3.
All right, swing into those Incubi. Show me 2s to hit, or sorry, 3s to hit now.
3s to hit now. Yep.
Okay. 1 miss, and then these should be 2s to wound you. Strength 7 and the charge and all that.
Yep.
Okay, so we got a grand total of 4 wounding hits on them.
Okay. Might I just roll your dice? It's
Go
AP
for it.
3, correct?
Correct, yeah.
So we'll get a 6. Save 1.
Okay, and then we get the knife. Looking for 3s, and then 3s, and that's AP 2.
AP 2, so looking for a 5.
No, okay.
All right, so I'm going to put that last one on the Clavex. So 3 go down, and the Clavex is going to have 1 wound left.
Alrighty. And I assume no interrupt from them.
Nope.
Okay, so let's just pile in the Custodian Guard. 9 swings with the Guard, hitting on 2s. Okay, so yeah, 2s. Rerolling 1s for the Captain being nearby. He says, do better, and they do. These are wounding the bikes on 3s. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. A lot of 2s in there. Half of them.
AP minus
More than half. 3.
3, so I'm looking for 6s.
No.
Nothing.
Okay.
And they are gone.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. And I will pile those, consolidate them in a little further. Well, looky, looky, looky. Who it is.
Summon my death!
So I will go ahead and consolidate, just not bringing you into combat.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna... Don't mess with him. Boop. I don't know. Boop. All right, you get your swings with your Incubi.
Yes, and this is very important because it will pile in at base.
Yep.
Shield Captain here. All right, so we're -1 on the attacks. Toughness is 6,
T6.
correct?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to do...
What's the strength of your attacks again?
They're going to be at 5.
Okay.
I'm going to need... Or actually, yeah, 5. And then... So it's going to be 2s to hit, 5s to wound.
Okay.
And we want 6s, really?
Yep.
That would be great, but let's see what we get. All right.
All right, and then continuing on.
I don't think that was a 1 before.
Let me check. We have the
You can
camera.
go back.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, 5s and 6s. So
1 of each?
Yep, you're gonna have 1 that can be 3 damage, and then 1 that will be just 2 damage.
Okay, the 2 damage, and they're still...
AP 3 and AP 4.
Okay,
Take
so
your
the 2 damage, I pass.
Good.
The 3 damage, I pass. Bump, bump.
Nice.
Leave him alone. Let's show the board state at the end there. I am once again getting Stranglehold and holding my priority objective. Getting pretty intense. We'll show you a quick sweep of the board. And then get ready for Ynnari, turn 4. Alright, so starting off, obviously you get your command point.
Yep, up to 4.
Huzzah. And then you get your 5 primary way downtown there. And then over here, these guys are going to move up and rod.
At the end of the turn, yeah, they're gonna rod.
Yeah. So we'll say it now so we don't forget.
Perfect. And we want to move as close as possible to try to make a play on that objective.
Okay.
That is,
Okay.
you know, we need to be at 20 inches. So maybe a charge can do something, but we'll see.
Movement phase. You still got like pretty much all your shooting on the board.
I do have all my shooting on the board, but Ynnari's shooting is not reliable. And as you know, the 4++ can be very, very swingy.
Could be a little difficult for you, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll let you figure out where everything is going. Movement's done. The Incarn has just moved slightly, a little over. Yvrain has ran back here. Hornets have moved over.
They're falling back.
Oh, they're falling back?
Yeah. There you go.
Well, then. Okay. Yeah, so Hornets moved over. Your Ravagers moved down. The Incubi and other squad have gotten out of their 2 Raiders that they were in and moved up over this way. Raiders moved over. Archons moved over. As well as your Incubi. Rangers, we showed moving up, but there they are. And then the other Raider has floated over this way. Let's go over to your Psychic phase.
Yeah.
All right, what's up first?
All right, we're going to start off with an Unbind Souls going on to the Bite Captain there.
Okay.
So, need a 6.
Showing a...
That is not going to do it.
Yep, okay.
All right, okay. Actually, no, it needs a 6. This is a 5 plus 1.
Yes, okay, so you didn't need to show 6.
Correct,
You needed a
I
6
needed a
total.
5.
Gotcha, and you get +1 to cast.
And she's going to smite the guard there.
Yep.
Need a 5. Goes off on a 9.
How much damage?
For 2.
Ooh, see, your smites are getting less potent. I'm still going to take 2 damage, though.
Alrighty.
What you get next?
All right, next we have the Incarn is going to smite into the
Custodian guard as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's going to need a 6. Oh,
Getting it with
okay.
a 10.
It's a 10.
Okay, kind of spooky.
So we got
For 3. Okay, success. Helps for 1, but I still die, and I go down wounds there. Shooting now.
I got one.
Oh, you got one more power?
spell. Yeah. So Gaze of Inyad needs a 6.
Shows a 6.
It's a 6. All right. For how many mortal wounds? Okay. D3.
For 1. Okay. Beard. No. So, uno wundo. Lefto.
Left. Okay. Very.
Move over to this side of the board for the shooting phase. We begin with...
We're going to start right here.
Yep.
And we're going to put a Dark Lance. Oh, I don't want to risk killing that jet bite, though. That would be bad.
It'll be fine.
All right. Let's put the Dark Light into... Sorry, let me think this one more time.
Opting to shoot instead, where?
So we're going to go from here into that guard squad.
The one way downtown?
There. Yeah,
With the captain?
That's such a waste of shooting, though.
I'm not gonna lie, Brian. You keep telling me you gotta figure it out.
No, I don't. This is just whack.
I'll give you another minute.
All right, let's just put it right into this guard, right in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. Looking
Back
for a
over this
3.
way.
Yep.
You hit.
3.
You don't wound.
Don't do
See,
anything.
that's
See,
easy.
Do anything. Do anything. All right. Next. Let's go.
All right. Next up.
All right. We're gonna put 3 Dark Lances into this guard squad right there.
The Custodian Guard Squad.
All right. So let's see it. Okay, 2 hits.
Yep. Pretty good. Wounding on.
3s.
We got 1 wounding hit.
Wound.
And the Emperor does not protect.
And that'll just kill him. All right.
Yeah. Well, you only have 1 wound.
Yep.
All right. So the Hornets now. The allocation was 2 Hornets into this man here.
Yep. And then 1.
And 1 over into the bike. So we'll start with this fella here.
All right. 3s.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good.
For 3s.
See what you get.
Let's see it. Oh.
1 wounding hit. I failed it. He's down to 1 wound. Now, way downtown into the bike over there. We'll just roll it right here for me.
Here we go. That's easy.
Okay. Splinter pistol.
4 plus. No.
Okay.
That's it, I think, for shooting.
All right. Start the charge phase, because that's the end of your shooting, correct?
That is the end of my shooting, correct.
All right, boys. Throw the Tanglefoot grenade at the Archon. Let's see what your charge is harder by. It is 3 harder of a charge.
All right.
So does that put you to...
Puts me to a 9.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna.
And
charge
do I
you
get
yet.
my...
Get your CP back?
Yeah.
Like free stuff?
Free stuff. Yeah, I like
Ooh,
free stuff.
Free stuff. Free stuff is good.
All right, the Hornets are going to declare a charge first against the bike captain only.
Against the bike captain only. And here's the mistake that I made. I shouldn't have fallen back with them.
Yep.
Because your fight lasts as an engagement range.
Yep.
Right? So I need a 6. Gets it down to 9.
Okay.
Very nice.
Going like so.
Yep. Just trying to get them within 3 inches here. All right, and then we're going to declare charge on the Incarn on just the guard there.
Adjust the guard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
That was the mistake.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, 5. That'll do it.
Boop.
So we can't reconvene because he's based, and then
Yep.
we're going to have a fight there. Okay, so let's make some more difficult charges now.
There's a raider here declaring a charge?
Yep, can't fail. It needs Snake Eyes. Get it on a 9, which... Ooh, that is very interesting.
All right, all right.
Okay.
What's
And
next?
then we are going to declare charge. Let's do this big blob right
Big blob of
here.
Incubi?
Yeah.
All right.
They can't fail.
What are you charging against?
So they are only going to declare the Custodian Guard.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so let's see what we get. For 6. Okay.
Just like so. And then?
We will have another charge. The Clavex into
The bike.
right there.
How many command points do I got left?
You have 5 command points.
Going for broke!
Let's do it.
Show me the beards! No! Okay, whatever, it was worth it. Okay, charge.
Down to 3. All right, let's see what we get here.
Yeah, 7,
That'll
he's
do.
in. And just like so. And then the
Actually,
Archon.
you know, let me do it this way, just so that I'm within. If he doesn't make it, he gets rerolls.
Yep, that's
Never
fair.
know if you need it. Okay.
That's fair.
The Archon needs a 9 because of that old Tanglefoot.
No, he'll just roll a 10.
Easy.
Oh no,
Straight
my
in there.
hubris.
It was the right play though.
It
that's the
was, it
thing.
definitely was.
I just want to be as far up at 3 inches in there. So there we go. Okay.
And that's it for
I
charges?
think that's it for my charges. Nothing else that I can really do.
Well, let's send the Blade Champ in.
Yep.
Just make this real easy. Bump.
There we go.
Your things have to swing last. Okay.
And we got a couple of, so the start of the charge phase, we have a couple of things that need to be done. We
End
got
of the
some-
charge phase or start of the fight
start,
phase?
start of the fight phase, I'm sorry. Or, yeah, start of the fight phase.
Starting over here, can you make me fight last?
Tormentors, boxcars. That is the
Makes me fight
opposite
twice
of
now.
Boxcars, yeah. Really good. Well,
You get the same with the Incubi. Who are they going to try to affect?
so they're going to try to go, they have the same leadership, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's the 11 across the
Doesn't
board.
matter. All right, let's do it on the guard.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Okay. So we're going to have to figure out who we want to fight first.
Combat will start here. All of the attacks onto the guard.
But I need to get a bunch of dice.
You do need to get a bunch of dice.
Yeah. Let's look at
But
those.
like 10 less dice than you normally would need.
That's exactly right. 10 dice, exactly less than I would need.
Well, if you're targeting them, I guess I'll pop Grim.
Okay. So they're going up to, taking my attacks down to strength 4.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
All right. Looking through my book
you're down to 2.
as Brian is reading. I'm going to spend the 1 CP to go the Praesidium Shield Wall. Subtract 1 from the attack's hit roll against them.
Alright.
So let's see how much I can mitigate.
That's... I didn't kill anything, right? So I'm not drawing strength from death.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be good. Hitting on 3.
All right. You get like a million attacks.
No, far less attacks than what we would have had otherwise.
It's only 10 less. Roll it right here.
We're
Hitting
gonna
on
roll it right
3s.
here. All right, here we go. Looking for 3s. Oh boy.
Oh, the 1s and 2s. The 1s and 2s. All right, not bad. Woody on 5s. 6s are extra bad.
6s, inevitable fate for reroll wounds. Do you want to use your...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, do I get my CP back? I do not. Okay. And you've already used, and you're down to 1 now.
Yep. Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, you rolled a dice that was in my hand. 5s and 6s.
We got what, 2 5s?
Yep.
All right.
That's it, with no reroll wound rolls.
Sorry, I didn't need to pop that. You can't take your command point back. Give me mine back. You can't reroll wound rolls with the stance I'm in right now in combat.
Oh.
That's what it
There
was.
we go. Easy enough.
I knew that there was a reason I didn't need to pop it, but my
There you
brain
go.
stopped. Yeah. Okay. Now, it's actually the hit roll can't be rerolled. So, yeah, my mistake. So, yeah, we can keep it as is. We're both down the command points. So, I've got 1, you've got 3, and there's 2 wound rolls here.
4, but yes, 2 wound rolls to roll.
Okay. So, this is one that was a little bit sloppy. So, I got 1 CP. Brian's got what?
2 CP.
Okay. So normally, I mean, like if I wanted to look like I was much smarter and remembered my stuff, I cut this out. But it's good to show that, yeah, we're not perfect at this, and hopefully you'll remember this and not make the same mistake we just did. Because luckily we were able to fix it very easily.
There we go.
All right, 4s. Okay, I take what, 2 damage?
2 damage.
I'm gonna spend my last CP to have my Bikey Boy swing.
Okay.
What's the Archon's defensive stats like?
T3, Shadowfield, 5 wounds.
Shadowfield's a 2-up save until he fails?
2 up and ball twice.
And how many wounds, sorry?
5.
Yeah, I'll just swing into the Incubi, see if I can't get him.
Okay.
Ooh. I hit a bunch. I presumably wound a bunch, yeah, because he's only T3, right?
Yep.
Okay, make some saves. Good sir, 6s. All right.
No, just the 1.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Boop. Incarn, swinging in against the guard.
5 attacks. All hits, hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Wounding on T5, so wounding on 3s. Okay, rerolling for its own. I can reroll wounds.
Yep, okay.
Doesn't matter. 3 saves.
3 wounding hits. 4-ups. Oh, you got me.
This will be big. Oh, it's only 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Very.
I think technically now my Blade Champ swings, so let's just swing him. Yeah, I'm just going to make the 12 attacks. These will be, you're going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Only -1 though.
Oh, only.
Only.
No big deal.
Only, not a big deal at all. Okay, so 2 misses, perfectly average. 3s to wound now. Okay, yeah, perfectly average roll again. 10 wounding hits.
All right.
That wasn't average, I was lying. So these should be 4-up?
These are on the...
Incubi, yeah. From the Blade
What's
Champion.
the AP on it?
1.
Just 1. Okay, so
Yeah.
looking for those.
I got a couple of them.
There we go. So 5 go down.
Like so, and now we get to finish off with the rest of your chargers.
All right.
All right, the Archon.
All right, Archon, here we go. Hitting on 2s.
Are you going to pile in at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I should pile in.
That's my one, gentleman and scholar moment that I'll give you.
You've been very much a gentleman scholar.
Lies.
All right.
They all hit?
Looking for 5s. And 6s would be nice.
Not at 1.
Perfect. Good turn. All right, we have the...
You get the Raider to swing.
Yep, we have the Raider. We have the Hornets over there as well. So let's do the Raider.
Yeah, we're here.
Here, 3 attacks.
Yes, sir.
1 hit.
Wounding? No.
Negative. All right.
Okay, now if you don't mind, I'm going to just do these guys' swings while we're standing here.
Sure.
I lied, we walked over here. Just do your swings here.
Yeah, just gonna pile that one in here.
Oh wait, they're swinging last anyways. I was doing it right.
You are doing it right. That's
Look
right.
at me go! Oh, whatever, I'm just swinging with the bike captain. 6 attacks on 2s. Well, that worked. Strength, probably 7, I think.
7 and then toughness 6.
Okay. I'm gonna double check that 3 wounds. Yeah, it's +2. So that's 3 wounding hits, -3.
Okay. We're looking for 6s.
Well, fine then.
Yeah, we needed those a while ago. All right, and then let's see if I ignore on how much damage? It's 2 damage.
2 damage, yeah.
All right. You feel no pains? Nope. Just takes
Okay.
2.
And now we can just resolve them because we're over here.
6 here.
It doesn't matter
It's
anymore.
really not going to matter. It's simply just a matter of
Didn't matter before.
piling in to get just a little bit closer and more folks on this objective as possible. Yep. Yeah, you're fine there. Whatever. And I think, I guess we might as well do the Hornets attacks.
Okay.
3 attacks each.
I get -2 VPs. We're gonna remember that too because it's killed 1 unit.
Correct.
Being card. Hornets.
All right. Looking for 6s.
Buzz buzz.
Sting them. Nothing. T6?
T6, yeah.
I think 1. Let me just double check the strength on it.
Does feel no pain?
Do you ignore it?
Okay, so yeah, your strength matters.
Because of course it would.
Yeah.
All right, drum roll please. Because how many times do Hornets really get into
Wound
combat?
shield captains that fail their save.
And the Hornet.
No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
Strength
all?
4.
Okay,
Yes.
so
So
yeah.
no wound.
Okay, cool. Swinging over here, we'll do the sword first. 2s. I hit you. Forced to wound you. Get wounded once. Get saved.
dice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I forgot it's AP3.
2 damage.
2 damage.
All right, down to 7.
Then the spears, 2s. Followed up by 3s. 3 saves.
I don't think I get a save on this. AP3, right?
It was all AP3.
Oh, I shouldn't have got a save on
Okay.
that too.
So yeah.
Those will go through 6 damage total.
Yep.
Down to 1.
Ooh. Well, now I'm kind of upset that the other one didn't work.
There we go.
I can't forget about the boys.
The boys. Dem boys, dem boys.
And 9 attacks. These are going to be hitting you on 2s. I still missed 3 of them. Wounding you on 3s. Okay, so we got a grand total of 6 wounding hits.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit.
All right, so how many go through? We got 5 go through.
5 go through. 2 damage a pop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kills 1, kills 2, kills 3,
I didn't kill 5, right?
kills 4. And then the Clavex. It's 5 went through, right? 2 damage each. That's all.
2 damage each, yeah.
Yep, that's the squad. Well done.
Celebratory yell. And let's move up.
For the Emperor!
All right, so the board state at the end. You don't owe me any morale anywhere. So there's that at least.
That's easy, yeah.
Yeah, this is simple. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's, oh, you still maintain your objective back there, of course.
So I still have my priority. I finished 4 rods,
Yep.
and that's about it.
Alrighty, let's go to turn 4 custodians. Alright, start of my turn. I still maintain control of 1, 2, 3 objectives for the 15 VPs.
There we go, big one.
Yep. Which probably seals the deal, but let's play this out and see what happens. Oh, Bike Captain, my Bike Captain, you're gonna fall back. Ah, you're hanging out there. I don't know, you guys kind of reconsolidate over here. Go kill stuff. Yeah, it looks nice. See, I thought about sending the Bike Captain over into this silly thing.
What is that silly thing? Oh.
Your Ravager. Which now I'm actually kind of considering again.
That doesn't do anything for you, though.
It gets 3 Dark Lances off the board that have been griefing me.
I haven't done anything. Nation points?
Yeah, let's keep the good times rolling. The boys. Get them. Get them.
Oh, what do those Cavalite Warriors ever do to you?
Oh, I probably should do the thing. I am doing the Captaris, the double one, though. So I get both the traits this turn.
Very nice.
Way over on this side, I will once again say, no thank you. Leave me alone. I don't think he doesn't need to do anything, but I want him to do something cool. I'm not sure what, though.
It's not much in range for him to do it.
I know,
That's cool.
I know. Actually, you know what? Whatever. We're going to move these guys over this way a smidge more. And, yeah. Ah!
There you go.
Huzzah! And let's just start the shooting. Right here. Spears into the Incarn. I should have a grand total of 2 shots. Hitting on. Is it -1 to hit or anything?
No.
2s. I've hit.
Okay.
5s to wound. I've not wounded. Do I get? Yes, whenever I make attacks against characters.
Shooting
I can
and
just
combat.
reroll. Huh. Turns it into no wounds. But it was more interesting. Actually, you know what? Just for fun over here, I got the weird little pistol thing. Let's shoot that at the boat.
You don't want to do that. If you blow it up, I can put the Incarn there.
Oh, you put the Incarn there if I blow it up?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, that's boring. You're right. You're right.
I wouldn't
Is that
do
as soon as it dies?
As soon as anything dies,
You can just
summon by death.
Bamf. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I think we're just getting ready to do some charges. No, I want to kill them too. I just wing against the Incarn first. I'm not going to kill the Incarn in one go, but I might.
Could.
You know what? Whatever. Charge. Are you doing anything?
I don't have anything. I have nothing left to torment. So no, go after it.
I've made my charge. Huzzah. That's a really cool looking model I'm going to try and move this one to break.
You're going to get your assassination points.
It'll be so cool. And then whatever, we'll send the Blade Champ in over here.
Now, is it minus like 20 if the Incarn kills the shield captain? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
exactly
It's minus
cool.
20
We'll
points.
check the book.
So Blade Champ, hey, he's in combat as well now. Hello. And you guys are already over there.
That Blade Champion, all he has to do is spin around and they'll all fall over.
Whee! Yeah, let's just get right over to this here. So 6 attacks.
I will use a CP on lightning fast reactions, and do I finally get one back?
Nope.
Of course not. Down to 1 CP.
Now let's just hope this works. 3s. Oh, I got 2 2s in here.
Perfect.
So I'm going to spend a command point and reroll one of them.
Because you would. That's your last command point.
I do. I get it. All right, so we got 5 hits.
T6.
Wounding on 2s with a reroll.
That's right.
Okay, that's 5 wounding hits. What's the
Oh.
armor save?
And I don't even get an invuln save. The armor, I believe, is a 4. We'll just double check that.
Okay, you get 6s.
All right. We need just a couple 6s here.
You
get
fiend,
1.
you've made 1.
So that gets me 2, 4, 6, 8 damage, correct?
Yep.
So 8.
And
Some
ignoring on
field
6s?
I do. So
Okay.
So we're down to, so you're taking 6 damage.
Yep, and then
Left.
I got the knife.
Stabby McStabby.
Boop. Okay, -2.
Okay.
Oh, you pass it. You're fine.
There we go.
All right, not bad, not bad. So now when I kill these things, the Incarn can just travel over there, right?
Could, but that's, I would not do that. This is for glory now. This is for,
Do you want to
playing
just,
for pride.
do you want me to roll this, or do you want to just take those off?
why don't you just spin around really, really fast?
Whee!
And oh my gosh, they're all dead.
There we go. Same thing. You get to swing first over here.
I do now. All right, 3. Oh, no, 1 attack.
Presumably misses.
Bottom bracket on a raider. Hits.
You hit.
Wounds on a 3.
Go away. Okay.
Going.
So the sword. 2s. Hey, what do you know? I hit twice. 4s. I wounded once. It's dead.
Does it explode?
Yep. It's not.
Does not explode. Well, that's anticlimactic.
Yeah, a little bit. Opting not to bump the Incarn over there because I don't think it'll end up
No.
being a big difference for you.
No, at this point, we're playing for pride. We want to get the warlord. We want to take his head.
Okay. This is it.
This is it. So we're looking for 2s. Okay. And do not get rerolls, correct?
If you got reroll hit rolls, you've got them because I didn't auspice.
Okay.
What's the strength of this?
This is going to be at strength 6, rerolling wounds.
Strength 6 rerolling wounds.
Yeah.
I
I don't think you have any CP left, right?
Yeah, you can't. No, sorry, you can't reroll hit rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I probably would have just auspiced if we talked this out anyways. Is that cool?
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay.
So that's what, 2 wounding hits?
That's 2 wounding hits. Can
Can't
I
be
do I
good.
get reroll wounds?
No, because auspice just denies everything. Yeah. Yeah. Bump. Pass 1, fail 1.
Let's see. Damage.
3. He doesn't ignore any of it. He's down to 5. And that is that.
All right.
Actually, no, I couldn't have auspiced because we did use the CP when he rerolled wound rolls. So how many wounds did you fail? 2?
So I would have rerolled the 1 to hit.
No, you can't reroll hit
Can't
rolls
reroll
because of the
hit
Shadow
rolls. Okay,
Keepers
so
thing.
then I two.
And actually, did you take 1 fewer attack?
I did take 1 fewer attack.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
And then so I would have rerolled 2 wound rolls.
Yes, so go for it.
Let's do that. Ah,
Double 1s. Never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
Good time.
There, you can tell it's been a long day, right?
It has been.
All right, so end of the turn. You're gonna.
Just get the priority.
Yep.
That's about it. I mean, we completed all our rod.
All right.
And that's it.
Start of the turn for Ynnari. You're going to go ahead and score your 10 primary for holding the 2 objectives.
That we will.
And go up to, what, 1 command point?
We are up to 2.
Beautiful. All right, so movement. The Incarn has fallen back.
Yep, we're using 2 CP on Deadly Misdirection to fall back, which allows me to still shoot and charge. Do I get it back? Oh, gets me to 1 CP, so
Okay.
that could get me something, which is important at this point. All right, let's keep going with the movement.
We'll show you the little bit of Eldar still left on the board. All right, Rangers have moved up. The Archon and the Transport have moved over. Hornets have moved up, as well as like everything else. Everything has moved.
Everything has moved. That
All
is
right.
correct. All right.
Where are we going?
Psychic phase. So we're gonna go with a. We're gonna go with a smite.
Okay.
So let's start off with the smite here. Goes off on a 7.
Okay.
4. Give me 3. Okay.
You get 3 like almost every time. Boop. No help.
Okay.
Good, and sorry, gaze.
Yep. We're gonna use Gaze of Inyad on that same squad here.
Okay.
Need 6. Oh, that could have been my smite.
Get it.
Let's see how many for potential 6. A D6, a 6 here would be fantastic.
1. Bump.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't ignore,
Just
so
enough
that
to
kills
kill
1.
10.
I thought we were having a fair fight here, friend.
I mean, we were, and then we realized there's a chance to actually come back, so we might as well give it a shot. The old college try. So hidden on 3s.
See, remember when I told you I should have attacked this instead?
Mm-hmm.
And then
3s
to wound.
Okay.
2 wounding hits.
I do have 1 CP, 2 CP left. Oh no, yeah, 2 CP left.
Okay.
I think.
Are you spending
Oh
it?
no, I have 1 CP left.
1 CP left. Are you spending it?
Am I spending it here? No, I'm not spending it here.
Okay. 1 pass, 1 fail.
All right. We need
Damage?
5.
2.
Oh, that's not going to do it. So do I reroll the damage roll here? Because that could potentially... You still have a feel no pain. Now we'll let it ride.
Yep. Okay, 2 wounds.
All right.
Yeah, never mind. He's got 1 wound left.
You know who I forgot is still alive? Your friend back there.
It's true.
But that's okay. We forgot that she was there, and that's quite all right. All right. Shooting. We want to finish off this bite captain, if we can. So let us put 1 hornet here, 2 hornets into the guard there.
Okay. Single hornet.
Single hornet. Hidden on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. Got the 1.
Okay. We're fine.
Okay. And then we're going to do...
The other 2 shooting. Okay. And then...
3s.
Yes, sir. 2 wounding hits.
Okay.
Pass 1, fail 1, 2 damage.
2 damage.
And down to charges. Where are we going?
All right, let's start with the. Let's actually start with the Hornets. They're going to
Okay.
declare charge on both the guard and the.
Vixilla?
Yep, the Vixilla.
Okay.
All right.
You get it with an
Oh,
11.
that's perfect.
Ending up like so. Then the Incarn charging just the guard.
So we need a 5. That's why we needed that last CP.
Okay.
So here we go. We'll get it on a 9.
And he goes.
So there we go. I'm going to touch you. Sorry, your spear.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
All right, touch
Boop.
you there.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to charge the Ravager here into... Let's do the Archon first. The Archon's going to go into the guard here.
Okay.
All right, so can't really fail that, but let's do it for distance because that does matter. Snake Eyes, so maybe it doesn't matter.
Bump.
I'm just going to base it there. And then Ravager is going to go into... I think you're already within 3. You don't need the Ravager. Or Raider. Yeah, Raider's fine. Okay, now this is an important one. We're going to declare charge just on the...
Bike.
Just
With
on
the
bike,
Rangers?
With the Rangers.
Okay.
Okay, so we need a... What does that look like? A 4? Yeah,
Yep.
looks like a
4 works. Whoop. Throwing the dice.
Yeah, throwing the dice.
Getting
10.
it.
Oof,
Okay.
that's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
Ending like so.
That
Any more charges?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to charge the Raider in there because it would just die.
Okay.
Actually, yes, we will do one more charge here. Let's charge... We have one more. Gosh, we gotta kill that guy. But
That's that. Where would you like to begin?
So we're gonna start the fight phase with the Ynnari on the shield guard.
Okay.
So normally has 6 attacks.
Yep.
Goes down to 5. Hitting on 2s.
Cannot reroll hit rolls.
That is so powerful. All right, and then we're 3s.
Yep.
With rerolls on its own weapon.
Okay, so we got 2 winning hits.
That's the 2.
Okay, so
It really does need to die because that's OBSEC. So this is gonna have to.
I think you already didn't you already reroll that? Because you reroll when he rolls naturally.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh.
I was like, wait, you can't reroll or reroll. So the first one, 4 up. He lives. He lives.
Oh, see, didn't even matter.
Go home. Go away. No. No. Where would you like to go next?
I think the only one that really matters is the Archon there. So let's do the Archon. Okay.
All right. So 1 less attack than normal.
Yep. So he normally has 5. We're gonna have 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Uno miss.
Wounding on T5, right?
Yep.
Okay. So wounding on 4s. So just the 1.
1 wounding hit. And I'm fine.
Okay.
And with that, I don't think the ploy will work.
Yeah, I don't think so. You'll likely kill all these Rangers, so I won't have more models there. I didn't get rid of the OBSEC on that objective.
Correct.
So...
Correctamundo. Yeah, I hate to do the Hornets attacks. All right, so the 6 attacks with them. Actually, are they all going to be in range to swing at the Custodian Guard?
It's just they didn't declare the guard.
Oh, did they?
They only clear the Vex.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Swing it anyways.
Nothing.
Okay, cool. The Rangers literally don't have. They have just enough attacks to kill him potentially. Roll perfectly.
Eventually.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm still alive. You did what? 1 wound?
I think I need 6s on strength 3.
I take a wound.
I don't think you do. I don't think I wounded you.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take my swings back, and we'll see if there's a next turn.
Let's do it.
So bike. Bikes are looking for 2s. And then followed up by 2s. Yep. We'll get rid of 4 of them. And then into the Archon. Into that Archon, 2s and 2s.
And this is not really Illic. He's
just kind of cool.
He hasn't been on the tabletop in a while.
That's
so
fair.
He just wants to be a Ranger.
2s. All right, your Archon takes that many saves, 1 at a time, correct?
Sheffield, yep.
Nope.
There you go. Okay.
And then what's his armor save?
I think it's just a 4. So
Okay, it's AP3, so I think he did.
I think he is. 6 damage total. So you will die.
And just to keep the good times rolling, swings into the Incarn.
Go for it.
6 attacks on 2s. They all hit. You're T6, right?
I am T6.
3s to wound you. Only 3 wounding hits.
Okay.
You get your 4 up invul. Failing 2 of them, so that's 4 damage total. And there we go.
I think that's it. I think
Blop.
Incarn goes down.
And that earns me
Your assassinate.
10 VPs out of that, yeah. Because you're still close to. You're in my deployment zone, I believe. All right, let's calculate the points.
Let's do it.
I think technically I could get some secondaries, but yeah, we're going to calculate the points and see if it even matters for the secondaries, and we'll talk about that if it does.
Now that you've watched this battle report, head on down to the vault to watch another battle report. Josh brings his Imperial Knights versus my Craftworld Eldar. If you are not a Vault member, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. That's all of the videos in the Vault for free by following a clicky link that you will find in the description down below. See you there.
All right, so end of the game. Final score, because here's the very simple, I'm going to make sure I hold that objective.
Yep.
These guys kind of fall back and hold this. And that's all that really needs to happen.
Yeah.
So final score for the Custodes. Primary, I get I already had my
primary.
45.
Yep.
And that was before this last turn anyways.
You max your Stranglehold and your priority as well, and then
Yes.
10 on Assassination.
10 on the Auric Mortalis, I believe.
Yep.
And I only got the 10 because I killed you. No. There's a -2 to that. Because you
93.
killed a unit.
Yes.
Yeah. So I finished at 93 basically.
Okay.
So the only thing I didn't get on the secondary of the Auric Mortalis is that I didn't kill you further away from my deployment zone.
Mm-hmm.
And then the -2 because you killed a unit with the
Correct.
Incarn. And your final score was?
My final score was 47, I think. Yep.
And that was how many primary?
So
think we
had-
25?
or 50. It would be end up being 52. So primary we had 5, 10, 15, and then 25, and then max on priority targets there.
Yes.
And then 12 for retrieve Octarius data.
Yeah.
So
And
62
then
points
I
score.
just shut down your Stranglehold. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it is a Custodes victory.
They're nasty.
Yeah, that was kind of a back and forth. Overall, I feel pretty good about this. Like I said, first time with the book, and there's a lot of back and forth. So hopefully it all flowed nicely for you viewers. But obviously, like, comment, and if there's anything that needs clarification, I'll do so. And if we made mistakes, I'll address them. But yeah, what do you think? Give us your post-game thoughts.
I'll tell you, the -1 to attack, the not having rerolls really hurts a melee-based army.
Yeah.
Going in there, I mean, the Incubi squad got absolutely just demolished.
Yeah, you sent in a 10-man Incubi squad, and
no rerolls.
they died to a man, and they ended up doing, what, 2 damage to a single Custodian.
Absolutely. And I think Custodes play board control really well. They play defensive very well, and if you just saw it, you play the primary objective, you play the mission, you have enough to just outlast your opponent and hit them back pretty hard. Very impressive.
Yeah, kind of crazy overall. Like, probably not the list that I would, because I usually kind of settle on certain lists. This would not be it. Like I said, basically all of my long range capability is in my Forge World stuff. That's
Yeah,
all.
and we
I
don't know
don't
what Forge World's gonna
quite know what they're doing with it yet, but that's a-okay. We should know pretty soon, maybe by the time the video comes out, but not right now. So yeah, a lot of the shooting is kind of tied up in like my Telemon, my Calidus, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, pretty spooky. Any big swingy moments one way or another that you can think of, or like anything you want to address?
I think the big thing is I probably need to push just a little bit sooner, and there was a couple of shooting phases where I just split the fire where I should have focused them down.
Yep.
Even though Ynnari shooting isn't impressive, you still need to be able to pick your targets. And I was getting a little bit pressured because I felt like I had to make a bigger play. So there was definitely some mistakes there. And then, as you need to make bigger and bigger plays, the risk for none of them coming through ends up happening. So that's what we saw here. And
You did have some pretty big shooting happen though. Like you did kill a ton of stuff. You killed like a good, I don't want to say most of my army, but more than half my army. Pretty much all shooting.
that first turn of shooting was really powerful.
No, I think it was your second turn shooting. Your first turn shooting wounded a bike.
Did barely anything, and then the second turn shooting was very strong. You came back with some very nice plays to get control of the board and really take me off the mission. It also shows the power of going second, especially if you have durability. And unfortunately, my army just doesn't play the primary very well. I don't have durable obsec, and just throwing anything onto your objectives with really durable guard and ability, you're just going to clear me off. And so
yeah, because even my kind of lackluster obsec guys are still absolute beasts.
They absolutely are.
So yeah, I know I'm probably gonna catch a little bit of flack for being so aggressive with the bikes and the Terminators, but I don't know. I go back to I think it was the right play given the situation, in that I didn't really have any ranged capability to deal with some of your heavy hitters.
Yeah, you needed to shut them down. I think you did a pretty good job of forcing those shots away from the objectives.
Yep.
And that was key.
It pained me to do because it's not usually my play style, but yeah, just kind of let's just focus on the points and hey, cool. He can kill bikes all that he wants. They're not really earning me points. He can kill Terminators all he wants. They earn me some points. It worked out, and the trades overall I'm pretty happy about.
Well, you did a great job of putting yourself in a centralized position where you could support. I was trying to use my mobility to go back and
Yep.
forth, but you
Yep.
did a really nice job of using your board control to be able to, if I try to pressure your priority objective, that you could get there. And you put a lot of pressure on that objective
Yep.
as well. And without OBSEC, without me having OBSEC, I needed to have more bodies to at least try to hold the 2. And that just didn't happen. And by splitting my shooting, I wasn't able to take out any other objectives for Stranglehold. So yeah, it was a really great game. Ynnari, obviously not a good army, but they can be a lot of fun when you get your attacks and you can get some rerolls and you're not bouncing off of adamantium and oromite and lots of defensive capabilities.
Yeah,
Definitely shows
absolutely.
the strength of your army.
Yeah, pretty bananas. Pretty happy with it. I don't know, the Ynnari were pretty cool. The Eldar stuff always throws me off. It's always a learning experience. This is, funny enough, even in my like mini wargaming career, a couple of these models, this is only like my second or third time facing them in like 6 years.
That's it's
Not,
cool to
not
see
a
them
whole
on
ton of Eldar players, so thank you so much for bringing them in. Yeah, overall, I don't know, Custodes, pretty beast mode.
I think you're going to start seeing them at top tables. They have everything you need. They play the primary better than they did in their previous book. And in the hands of a skilled general, tons of stuff that you could do. And they're fun as heck.
Yeah, they're really cool. Because you play Custodians as well, correct?
I do play Custodians.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah. Anything take you by surprise that you're like, I didn't see that, I
The
didn't.
-1 attacks is so much more powerful than I'd even think. And the fact that you can
And like
almost spam.
yeah, and it's funny because coming in, you were like, "That's the thing I'm most worried about." So it was even worse than you originally had thought.
It's even, especially when your army is based around heavy hitting melee units, and with a 4+ invulnerable, a feel no pain, and the ability to, I need rerolls to fish for 6s on the incubi. I'm always wounding uphill on 5s and 6s for the most part, right? And when you don't get to reroll that and you have invulnerable save, not a lot of damage gets through. So this army is really strong against this particular list that I brought, and I was hoping that, you know, maybe it would do a little bit more. Strangely enough, Ynnari's shooting did more damage than our combat,
By a long
which is
shot.
hilarious.
What did you kill in combat?
Did I kill anything in combat?
You killed a couple custodian. Oh, you killed some the Terminators. I think you
Terminators,
ended
yeah,
up getting. I probably could have done more to keep them alive though, but I needed the command points elsewhere.
You didn't need to keep
Yeah,
them
well,
alive.
they have achieved their purpose. That 9-inch charge on when they came in though.
That was clutch.
Bonkers.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely
probably
clutch.
one of the biggest things. It ended up being kind of a pretty solid victory for the Custodians points wise, anyways. But yeah,
93 is a good win. Yeah,
93 is a pretty
very
solid one. Yeah.
But no, overall, I think it was great. If I would have played this a little differently, I wouldn't take Stranglehold. I would probably take To the Last, which is my typical. But we did want to make this kind of fun and fight over the objectives and show the.
Yeah, I don't
strength
know
of-
if I would have typically. It's fun for this build that I've kind of been like, whatever. This is kind of what I'm doing. And with the Incarnate and all of that, I'm like, whatever. The Auric
Mortalis.
that sounded cool. I probably would never pick that.
Yeah.
That's
It was fluffy. We were trying to get the Incarnate to fight the Shield Captain. We got a couple of swings in there, but that was a great game. Thank you, Josh. A ton of fun and absolute
legendary.
blast.
Thank you for coming all the way from Chicago, driving through a blizzard to come here.
I'd say
and,
anytime, but maybe we'll plan it.
Yeah. Sounds good. Any closing thoughts for everybody at home?
No, just Custodes are great. I also think, Josh, you did a great job of giving yourself as many plays throughout the game. Like you said, it was very back and forth, and you continue to put yourself in the best position, give yourself the most opportunities to win. You didn't really focus on the outcome, but you focused on giving yourself the right plays to get back in the game.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's
great play. It was a lot of good play from your side on that one.
perhaps I'm not as bad of a player as I pretend to be sometimes.
Don't listen to comments. This guy knows what he's talking about. He does.
Thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.